情味儿。
This is Composition Notebook.
I'm walking down the 10th of 7th, baby.
I used to paint with this amazing guy who had MS. And he was bound to a wheelchair. He couldn't paint anymore, and he needed someone to paint for him. Yeah, it was really intense.
Wow.
Yeah. There's this guy named Bill Newman, who is a local, he was like pretty legendary in the late 80s. Local DC painter. Did some murals and became this, he just became this like enigmatic legend figure at the Corcoran College of Art and Design. And he gave me a scholarship. And he was like, come work with me. And I did. I worked with him for an entire summer, and he had a parrot who every day would hang out in his studio and sing to him. He would play Nat King Cole's Mona Lisa, and the parrot would actually sing along, Mona Lisa!
That's deep.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I really put together how universal music is until I had that, like, this is a talking tool for the animal kingdom.
I wonder about plants as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They do all these, they do all these like amazing A-B comparisons of like plants that listen to classical music all day versus silence or Megadeth, you know?
Sounds like a t-shirt. Silence or Megadeth.
Get two options, motherfucker!
Right.
Okay, you want to hear a song?
Yes. Pretty much always.
Okay.
Panic is a wild leopard, it escapes from you, even when you hold it back. Raging through a sweet meadow, stomping lilacs, and kicking up the perfect grass. Oh, she came to know it. Oh, she came to know it bad. You could have a demon if you believed in them. Doesn't everyone have that? Aching in the wrong moment that's released, and the bomb cannot contain its blast. When she came to know it, we saw a sort of knowing glance. Now that she is on her way, you've got to know patience. You gotta wait, you gotta wait. She's got a restless part of herself, just like you. Wait, wait. She's got a reckless part of herself, just like you do. Medications, stationary comforts will be good for you. TV in your underpants. Panic when the wild leopard is awaking you. Take him where he can't break glass. 'Cause oh, she's gonna know it. Oh, she's gonna know it bad. Even out in outer space, she's gonna hear you cry. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. She's got a restless part of herself, just like you. Wait, wait. She's got a reckless part of herself, just like you do.
What do you think?
It's gorgeous. You know what I think.
I don't know what you think.
Damn it. It's wonderful. It's soothing. I like the self-soothing quality of it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It seems like something that babies have to learn to do. Right, the self-soothing.
Right. It's like, yeah. Yeah, right. That adults are still trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's like we need ways to self-soothe.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate this. That like, hold on, and yeah, and then the practical suggestions.
Yeah, right.
Like, veg out.
Right.
You know, like, there are options here.
Yeah.
I just very much appreciate the spirit of self-nurturing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's written in the second person, right? You. You gotta wait. But it's a trick, right? Because it's I've gotta wait. You know, it's a first person trick. The you is actually the inner life coach.
Right.
You know, like, you should eat something. Right? You know, don't take that person too seriously. You know what happens when you take things too seriously. You step up the aggression and it becomes a conflict.
Oh.
I needed some self-soothing at the time that I wrote this song. I had just experienced the collapse of everything that I had built. It was just after my son turned 2 that his mother and I decided we should not be together.
Wow.
Yeah. And she moved out of our house. We had we had a home that I had put so much into,
Right.
a fucking home.
Yeah.
built it so lovingly with my hands. I didn't build the house. We were renters. But you know what I mean, right? Like the couch. We bought the couch.
Probably assembled some furniture in there.
We got the couch. We got an oven. And we bought a new oven. And a new washer and dryer.
Appliances.
We were
Heavy appliances.
heavy appliances that took a lot of muscle to get in the door.
Right.
And then, just like earthquake. Boom. And, in hindsight, it all made sense because I had become a lot less lovable around the house. The things that had attracted my son's mother to me in the first place were absent from like the person I was becoming with my career. And I was working like crazy too. I was working 60, 70-hour weeks, and I was gone. I was on the road, staying in hotels. I was like absent. And she had, from that limited experience of me, bitterness. Come home and I would be bitter. Be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? All the narratives of martyrdom and victimhood, those narratives were her experience of me. And I wasn't doing anything to stop her from exiting. Until she did exit. And then I was just like, oh my God, we've made a terrible mistake. She quickly got into another relationship. So that really kind of galvanized things.
Wow.
Like, wow, this is really over. We're done. Like I had signed us up for couples therapy. I was like, yeah, we'll separate, let's get a mediator. Let's talk through this. It's a trial separation. She was like, this ain't no trial, baby. I got another man.
It's not a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. You got another man. What are you doing? Wait, hold on. So stop. Trying to control this thing that I couldn't control anymore.
Yeah.
And there was a part of me through all that mess that had the presence of mind to say, wait, just wait this out. I know this sucks. I know this is so painful. But she has to go through this. You have to release her. This is restlessness. This is recklessness. You know this. You've been through this. Give her that. Just let her go. And maybe she comes back. But you gotta give her that freedom. You gotta be loving and fucking have fun. TV in your underpants, like do something ridiculous.
Right.
Tell a joke. Try to laugh. This isn't so bad. You're not dead.
You still have munchies and TV. Wow. It's so fortunate that you did have that presence of mind, right? I mean,
I guess.
Kind of amazing.
I don't know. I mean, the happy ending is that I was able to put my family back together. It's nice. The story has a happy ending.
Right.
Yeah.
That seems pretty huge.
Yeah.
It's quite a story of perseverance to me, because it's so easy. It's so easy not to wait, right? There's so many opportunities to do so much more than sit around in your underpants. But in this instance, I like that because it's such a innocent kind of indulgence. It's not go out and create chaos and more to have to come back from. It's just sit down, hold tight, and maybe even the symbolism of having on less clothes, like be vulnerable here, be vulnerable inside of this space. It's funny because the symbolism of the pants, who's wearing the pants, right? And in the song, you take off the pants.
Wow,
I don't even need these stupid pants. I just want my baby, I just want my family. Like, fuck these pants.
Yeah.
I'll wear my underwear,
Yeah. Wow.
So I think it makes sense to speak in the language that you speak to yourself.
Yeah.
How do you get through to you? I think that's part of the medicine of the song. The speaker having this authentic internal dialogue, allowing the world to kind of eavesdrop on this authentic internal dialogue, which I think most of us know. The internal dialogue is often kind of precarious, right? But the fact that you open up with it and you let it be what it is, you kind of just create a window there and don't change it too much. I can appreciate that because I think it's a good example of how to get through to yourself. It's definitely not easy. I've fallen short in that area so many times that I really respect.
What just came to mind?
Well,
when you said I've fallen short in that area, were you thinking about something specific?
I was thinking about a situation where I was kind of called upon to show up for a love that I didn't ever think I was going to have to show up for. Right? Like I was satisfied enough with where things were, and things were basically nowhere. I met this person in college and, a couple of decades prior, and knew pretty much instantaneously that the impression of this person's being on me was something that would be singular in my lifetime. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but I knew, everything changed pretty much right away. And at that time, and even now, I tend to take the run like hell approach to love.
Wow.
So I did, and definitely didn't say anything to this person about that specifically. I grew a friendship, and it was great, and I felt like, yes, this is sufficient. And this person never came to me with any kind of open declarations of love. And so I felt like as long as I acknowledged it within myself, I would be, in integrity enough with the truth of that experience that I didn't necessarily have to expose myself, right? I didn't have to reveal. And just so many years later, this person reemerged, and the circumstances were not ideal. And
what were the circumstances?
He was married.
Oh.
And I needed to wait, right? Like I needed to be still.
Could you wait?
No, I went out and, engaged with the kind of nightlife of the city and just tried to, I went the path of hedonism and distraction. And it had its moments, certainly, but I don't think it was necessarily the advisable course of action.
No. So what would the inner life coach have told you was the advisable course of action?
Write an album.
Do you have some songs that become more valuable to you because you complete a sort of a feedback loop with people's reception of it, and it then sort of validates the song for you that that's the one that got the standing ovation, or that's the one that people request, or that's the one that people remember, or that's the one that I hear most often repeated back to me, or what's the best song you've ever written?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. That is like trying to choose a child, I guess. The song is very close to me. Just a song that I feel is so medicinal. I think it's a song that I would expect to offer the most people the most peace. And the song that consistently leaves me feeling better than I did before I played it. So, and it's grown on me. When I wrote it, it's not flashy. It's not really impressive in a lot of ways, but I feel like it's medicine music. It does what I what I needed to do and what I set out for it to do, which was a little bit of healing.
What
I think
what song is it?
it's called "Satisfied." I can play it for you.
I'd love that.
Okay, let's see here. Just get adjusted. Do you ever wonder why I don't try? I don't try to claim you and make you mine for all time. I'm satisfied just to love you. Nothing's required of you. So if you don't mind, I'll just continue. And you have never noticed a bird in song think itself wrong. I am just another singing sound, but I'm on the ground and I'm satisfied just to love you. Nothing's required of you. So if you don't mind, I'll just continue.
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really good.
Composition Notebook is a production of Racecar Radio. www.racecarradio.com.